Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pony. Get blown. Oh yeah, I gotta love that, man. They fall for that every time. Every time. I love it. So easy, man. It's just like big fucking white van, candy in the backseat, children come flocking, man. That's the recipe for abduction right there. So it's just like one of those easy moves where people always drive straight up in there and always get blown to smithereens, man. It's what happens. So, anyways, before we cut into the commentary that is the Avengers movie, I want to address something because some people do not understand, with me trying to contact DICE, that I do not want to be the representative of the Battlefield community. I'm not qualified, prepared, or even wanting to be the guy that speaks for the Battlefield community. Honestly, I don't think anyone is prepared for that, and no one wants that responsibility. A lot of us are adults, entertainers, spend hours a day trying to create content for you guys. We're entertainers. We're not ready, or nor have the time to try to fight the battles with EA for you guys. I'm just a guy that has the same concerns and opinions that you do. And fortunately, I had the opportunity to be heard by some of them. Now, a lot of people get upset and act like I try to be the voice of the community. I don't want to be the voice of the community. I'm not the voice of the community. I'm not. I honestly am not. I'd much rather sit down here and rub ravioli all over my naked body than be the voice of the community. It's not that I don't care about you guys. It's not that I don't want to see the game better. It's just, it's not my responsibility to speak for a people. It's not. So when people act like that I'm trying to be the voice of the community, that's not the case. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just voiced my opinion like you. The difference is I got heard, but that's only because I have a fan base. That's not got anything to do with the fact that I'm trying to be superior or, I need to be mature because I'm in the eye and the attention and I can contact them. I'm the conduit. No, that's not the case. I'm just another guy. I want to be treated like it. I don't want to be treated any other way unless you treat sexy people differently. In that case, I deserve that. But that's just my preach on the world. I don't plan on being the voice of anybody. If anybody is qualified enough to, talk a little bit more or professionally, look for Level Cap. Look at Colin. Those guys have direct links to some of these, DICE developers and shit like that. And they could babysit the concerns. I just try to voice my concerns, and they got hurt. But anyways, we're moving on. Spoiler alert. If you guys have not seen the Avengers movie and you are one deprived child, leave the video now. Unless you're okay with hearing little spoilers or something like that. We are to talk about the Avengers movie as Guardians. Let's do it. So, I went to go see the movie. And the whole time I was erect. Like, no fucking joke. I was anticipating this. Because one thing that I gotta let you guys know. A lot of people were skeptical, a little bit nervous about how great this movie would be. There's a lot of times it's kind of iffy. When you put a lot of great stars, a lot of great talent in a movie, they conflict. One's favorited over another. That was not the case with the Avengers. In case you guys do not know, understand, or who was behind this movie, the writer, the director, was Joss Whedon. If you do not know who he is, it's probably because you've never watched anything he's done before. He started back in the day doing sci-fi shows, something that you may have heard of, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, which was a spin-off of that with David Warren as. He is very, very in-depth with special effects, the supernatural, the type of creatures, which is exactly what was involved in this. So he was using what he knew and had experience with. So you have the special effects, you have the nature, you have the creativity and the mind behind a guy like Joss Whedon. Now, the one thing that he has that many people do not is the comedy. He has a humor level that many others do not. Now, this movie was tied together in a fact that every one of these major actors and their personalities were involved and extremely appreciated. You had Thor, you had the other scientist guy that was brought into it. The bad guy was Loki. So you incorporated that. You had Captain America in there with the other agent who loved him and the baseball cards. And he was the guy that held everybody together. You had Robert Downey Jr. for comical reasons. He saved the day at the end. I mean, there are so many great things that he did with this. And obviously the Hulk, who I expected to just do nothing but go... And instead, he was a badass. He was probably the funniest guy throughout the whole movie. So Joss Whedon, hats off to you, man. You did an incredible job with the humor in this. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at an action movie ever. And it was by far one of the best movies I've ever seen. I mean, it may not have had the best storyline ever, but when you create a movie and you forget that there should be a storyline there, you did successful. I mean, the storyline was okay, but it wasn't like some phenomenal, oh my god, you should have seen it. But the movie itself was one of the best movies ever. I've never actually wanted to and craved to see a movie again in theaters. I'm going to go see it again this weekend. I absolutely love the movie. If you've not seen it yet, you're missing out on it. And The Avengers was definitely a treat. It was eye candy. It simply was beautiful. The special effects were incredible. The humor was incredible. And I really do have to admit that I absolutely love that movie, and it's weird because I gave a lot of these guys like the Hulk shit originally because he's just never been special to me. But this movie was simply incredible. It's the best way I could put it. And I know you guys are like, yeah, no, but I'm seriously ball hugging the hell out of this movie right now. I encourage everyone to go see it. The kids over in Africa, like starving, just straight up dehydrating, needing food. They don't need food. They need the Avengers right now, like seriously. And I know that may be a fucked up, example, but this movie was like that incredible. It was something else. You got some of the great guys in it. You got Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. You got Chris Evans as Captain America. You've got all of these skilled people, all these skilled actors in there. And one of my wife's favorite is Mark Ruffalo. She loves the hell out of him. He did a great job, and in my opinion, was the best Hulk yet. And you can't forget about Chris Hemsworth, who was Thor. And then, you had other guys. You got Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. They did great for bringing those guys in there. For not being some of the major guys that had their own movie. They did great incorporating that. You brought Mrs. fucking Black Widow in there, a.k.a. Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, did I mention Scarlett Johansson? There was another hot chick in there. I don't know. Her name rhymes with Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, okay. I just went silent for like 10 seconds. Did any of you guys care that I stopped commentating? No, you didn't. You honestly didn't. I just went straight fucking quiet, and you guys were like, not even thinking. Oh, damn, I wonder why he got quiet all of a sudden. Did the audio fuck up? No. You saw tits. That's what it was. You're welcome. Anyways, hang on, guys. I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I feel better. Huh? How about you guys? Huh? Did you miss me? No, you didn't. You know why? Because you saw boobs. You guys are fucking... You're so predictable. You guys are... If anything, you guys are like, hey, Pone, you need to go urinate more often. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Go check out the Avengers if you are one of the few, like 3 people that have not seen it yet. At the end of the day, remember to leave a rating. Go check it out. Support it on Reddit because there's a lot of assholes out there. I love you guys.